It's time to enter the world of real estate with Hawaii's only true real estate show, the Team Lally Real Estate Show. Grab a pen and get ready to take notes. Hawaii's premier real estate leaders, Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi, will bring you the latest in real estate news and real-world strategies on how they can guarantee to sell your home at a price and deadline you agree to, or they'll buy it. Now, here are your hosts, Adrienne and Attilio.
Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any real estate questions, you can reach us at 633-8633 or at teamlally.com. And that's Lally.
Well, hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. That's from my favorite show.
What's that?
It was the one with, what's his name? Truman Show. Anyway, so this is Attilio. I was in Kalaupapa hiking down the trail, and was on switchback number 13, came around the corner. This lady started asking me a bunch of tax and legal questions, and I said, those are great questions. Highly recommend you seek the appropriate licensed professional. And then I said, but Mom, what other questions do you have? So if you hear anything on the show sounds like tax advice, you should run that past a tax professional. And by the way, what do we know about a tax professional, or what are we looking for?
We are looking for a tax professional so that we can send our listeners as well as our clients here on Maui.
All right,
for the tax advice.
Yep, maybe you're an accountant or CPA and you're hungry for new business. You want to be able to get the word out on the radio. Give us a call. What number?
They can call us at 633-8633.
And if you hear anything that sounds like legal advice, you should run that by
the Attorneys with Heart right here in Wailuku with Cain and Herren. So speaking of the Attorneys with Heart, we have the legal tip of the week. And I believe is David Cain on the line?
Yes. Hi, guys.
Hi, David.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks so much for calling in. So what do you have to share with us this week?
Okay. Well, I just read in the Maui News, and it's probably about the same over on Oahu as it is here on Maui. Mm-hmm. The police are initiating a program starting pretty much today that's called Drive Sober or Be Pulled Over. Now, the rhyming bit isn't really that great on it, and maybe it should be pulled over. But you understand what they mean. Essentially, they're going to be really, really enforcing traffic laws very closely.
Yeah.
David, just to interject here, I got a speeding ticket this morning.
Oh.
I wish you would have told me this already. Like we had this conversation yesterday. Yeah. 10 miles over the speed limit.
And you're right. The police are out in full force until about January 3rd with this program, and they are really, really, really enforcing traffic laws. Now, we say this because, it's not like we're trying to get people out of anything. We're just trying to, first, I want to just tell people, look, drive safely and you're not going to get pulled over. Mm-hmm. Drive sober, which we all want, and you're not going to be pulled over.
Yes.
But, of course, as attorneys, we do defend people that get pulled over.
And you know what? That's great to know, because when I first moved over here to Hawaii, I got a speeding ticket, and back in Florida, they have attorneys that will help you to get out of the speeding tickets, and it didn't seem like anybody was really wanting to help me.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we here at Cain and Herren have a whole department, an entire attorney devoted to essentially traffic violations, getting people's license back, speedings. Sometimes a speeding ticket can be pretty serious out here when it's particularly when it's over 25 miles over the speed limit or over 80 miles an hour. That's called excessive speeding. And believe it or not, Adrienne and Attilio, it is as bad. The punishment is as bad as a DUI.
Oh.
Now, does it go from being a civil penalty to a criminal penalty? Is that what it is?
Yes, absolutely it does. In fact, excessive speeding, you can go to jail. On the first offense, you can go to jail for 7 days.
Wow.
So, and we've helped people with those. We've naturally helped people with driving while intoxicated. And, sometimes we can really help people when the situations were maybe they did in fact only drink one beer or one wine.
Yeah.
That, the breathalyzer, even though it came back at 0.85 or something, that, hey, we can take it to the judge and argue the case a little better. But we just wanted to let everybody know, drive safe. That's what we're saying. We're not saying to go out and drive drunk, but drive safe. If you do get pulled over, though, you've got someone you can talk to.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll be talking later, David.
Yeah.
I don't think I've gotten any tickets in probably the last 2 years. Last time I got pulled over, I got out of it because I was Nadia's mom. But but I'm unable to change over to Allstate because of my speeding tickets.
Hey,
it was
already.
almost up, and then I got pulled over this morning.
Well, and that's actually a good point. Sometimes a moving violation can cause something we call an SR22.
Yeah.
And an SR22 is it's a law. It's like a penalty. It's almost like an insurance bond that you have to pay in order to have insurance. And as we all know, we have to have insurance out here in Hawaii because it's a no-fault insurance state, meaning that we all have to be insured.
Yeah.
So it all, the law all kind of works together in those ways. But and sometimes you can, there are things you can do with the insurance companies to negotiate and look at getting your proper insurance without having to pay the SR22. But it's pretty tricky. And actually, I kind of cut my teeth, so to speak, on these issues back about 20 years ago when I was one of the public defenders here on the island. At the time, there were only 5 of us. Now there's a whole slew of public defenders here on the island. But back then, I did mostly traffic court. That's what I did. And back then there was a DUI court as well. Judge Vail used to run that, and boy, he could be tough, but he was very fair. So it was just an interesting time in my career.
Yeah.
So the lesson is drive safe, so you don't have to talk to David Cain.
There you go. And I'll tell you something else, just to let people know. Part of this program is they will be setting up what we call roadblocks. Roadblocks mean they can just pull you over. And essentially what it is when you are chosen, they have to register with the state to have a roadblock. When they do, they pick every 3rd car or something to that nature to pull over. And they have to actually, under law, have state what their reasons are for pulling someone over, like it's every 3rd car. But once they do that, and you just happen to have had a couple of Christmas cheers at the party, you're probably going to be in trouble. You probably will get charged with a DUI. So you just be advised of this and don't take the risks. You know what? The best thing is, guys, designated driver.
Designated driver. Don't drink.
Don't drink.
If you're going to drive.
There's a lot of almost every bar on Maui will, once you say they're a DD, will give free sodas to a DD. So it's nice. Or call a cab. When in doubt, call a cab. Paying a cab $50 is a lot better than paying me $2,000 in just a fee and paying the court $3,000 in fines. So when in doubt, take a cab.
And you're right that they're really cracking down this season. I think I changed lanes and I didn't signal. I mean, the one time I did it and there was a policeman behind me, he pulls me over. And I'm chewing gum and he has me get out of the vehicle and do, seriously, the whole field sobriety test.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm always being cooperative. Finally, they said, I don't know, he was, the guy, the police officer doing it, he had only 1 star on his chest, and that means he's been, or no stars. That means they're less than 5 years with the force. So I was like, I said, are you guys
practicing on
you? Are you guys having this guy practice this field sobriety thing on me? And because I'm like, what's going on? And then they had me blow into the thing, and I passed. I mean, I wasn't even concerned because I hadn't been drinking at all. But I think it's just that time of the season. I wasn't, I literally just changed lanes because I was went around a car and I didn't, I think I changed signal to go to the lane and then I didn't signal to go back.
Yeah.
And he just boop, lights came on, pulled me over, but that was like half an hour of my life I didn't get back.
Well, though, guys, also, there are a lot of accidents, drunk driving incidents that occur during the day.
Yeah.
3 martini lunches
Yeah.
do not serve a person well that gets out into their car and drives back.
Yeah.
So, just think before you do it, guys. Think. You don't want to come and see me. I mean, honestly, you don't. You want to be preemptive on this stuff. If you think you had a little too much, don't put the keys in the ignition.
And, I did go through a roadblock about a week ago, and they put it in places where you cannot make a U-turn. And I'm going to guess by the time you get to it, it's too late.
If you do make a U-turn,
they'll probably chase you down.
They will chase you down. Not probably, they will. And that is definite probable cause to almost immediately arrest you, which a lot of times they will. So, yeah, I know.
I didn't know that.
It's frightening. Well, I think you could fight something like that, especially if they, maybe search incident to arrest and found something. I think you could probably win a case like that. But still, don't do it. Don't, think ahead. Be proactive, people. Don't drink and drive. And naturally, if you do have trouble, call us.
Yeah.
And what's the best number, David?
Okay. On Maui, 242-9350.
Yeah.
We just want people to be healthy, safe, and responsible.
And you know what? It's not about ragging on the police officers. They're there to make it safe out there for everybody.
Exactly.
And this is just the time of the year when there's more likely that people are doing that, and they're going to go out there and, not only hurt themselves, but hurt innocent people in other vehicles or pedestrians. So the message today from Team Lally's Real Estate Radio Show is just don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive, and particularly New Year's Eve, everybody.
Just stay off the road.
The police will be out in full force on New Year's Eve, guaranteed. If you drink, they're going to pull you over.
Yeah.
So, in fact, last year, I think we had just on this side, not Lahaina side, but just on this side, I think we had like almost 30 DUI arrests that one night.
Yeah.
So just please, guys, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just, pass out at your friend's couch and just stay right there. Wake up in the morning.
Hey, you know what? We had a party one time, and I told people, hey, we have 3 bedrooms to stay in. You can stay wherever, and we had a bunch of people stay over.
Good.
So that's the type of party you need to have.
A responsible host.
That's right.
Thank you, David.
Thanks, David. So if you're looking for an attorney for that situation, or you just want to party someplace where they have bedrooms, give David a call.
So you can reach David at 242-9350, or they have a great website, cainandherren.com.
And actually, guys, I should tell you this. We also have 280-3800, which is our 24-hour emergency line. Now, please don't call it unless you've got an emergency.
Yeah.
But we do have an attorney that mans that 280-3800 line 24/7. If we can help make bail and do whatever in the middle of the night, we can do that. We can arrange to do that. So that's a service we do provide.
Great. All right. What was that number again?
280-3800.
The emergency line.
I just broke up with my girlfriend. I'm really bummed, and I need some. No, not that
kind
of calls.
I know. We've actually gotten calls like that. Believe it or not, I'm like, okay, if you put down a retainer $5,000, I can.
We can work you through your issues.
I can listen to your story.
There you go.
All right. Well, thanks so much, David, for calling in with that awesome legal tip of the week, and we hope that you enjoy your Christmas and your holidays.
Well, same to you guys, and be safe over there on Oahu, and when you're here on Maui. Now, do you guys do all islands now?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So
just like you,
like us. Yeah. So be careful on all the islands. We had a power outage, I think, over on Kauai.
Yeah.
But so just be safe.
All righty.
And you too.
That's my advice. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
Thanks,
David.
Bye-bye.
So again, that was David Cain with Cain and Herren. That's Cain, A-N-D, Herren, Herren.com.
All right, so we are going to take a short break. But when we come back, I have some awesome quotes and a guest that's going to be joining us and sharing some very important information.
So if you're a control freak, stay with us.
Yes.
Come, my lady, you're my butterfly. Baby.
Welcome to the Maui Mortgage Minute, brought to you by Ginny Madsen of the Maui Mortgage Team. Online at MauiMortgageTeam.com.
Most of us got our first bank account when we were 8 years old. And as a loyal customer, we assume they will give us the best deal when we need a mortgage. But when it comes to getting a mortgage, don't go to your bank. Did you know that your bank only offers a small selection of their own mortgage products, and there's often a better deal available somewhere else? At the Maui Mortgage Team, we are different. We go shopping for your mortgage amongst many banks. We get them competing for your business, so you get the best deal. So remember, don't go to your bank. Finding the right home and mortgage is significant to your financial success and happiness. We can help.
Visit MauiMortgageTeam.com for all of your mortgage needs. Again, that's www.MauiMortgageTeam.com. NMLS 1078414. Member of Pacific Home Loans.
Now, you may have thought to own a home here on Maui, you must be made of gold.
We are happy to say this is not the case.
Oh yeah, Attilio? Why don't I have to be made of gold to own a home here on Maui?
Well, it's because of the Maui Mortgage Team.
Really? Tell me more. You've got my attention.
Well, Jenny Madsen, host of the acclaimed Maui Mortgage Minute, educates people every day about the ins and outs of home financing.
Check out their website, MauiMortgageTeam.com, for mortgage calculators, streaming videos, online homebuyer guides, secure file transfer technology, and more.
Sounds like the Maui Mortgage Team is the highest tech mortgage group on the island.
Hey, you know that Maui can be expensive. The Maui Mortgage Team love helping people save money and make their dreams of home ownership come true.
There are never any hidden fees or surprises, and they will always advise you on getting the best deal.
Whether you're at the grocery store, getting gas, or booking a trip, you shop around for the best deal. We believe getting a mortgage should be no different.
So check out the MauiMortgageTeam.com or call them at 270-2775.
Hawaii NMLS ID number 10325554.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. To sell your home on time for the most money, you need a sharp agent with a marketing strategy that creates the most demand. Bottom line, you need a partner willing to put their own money on the line for you. In Hawaii, I would hire Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi. Their marketing strategy is so effective that if your home doesn't sell on terms you agree to, Team Lally will buy it. Partner with the team I trust. Go online or call and get your home sold.
When you're trying to find the best of the best, don't settle for an agent that's just like the rest. Pick a team that knows just what to do. From buying or selling, we work hard for you. Team Lally, the best real estate in the islands. 227-2703.
I know through personal experience that dealing with real estate is pretty frustrating. Now I have a unique proposition for you. It's from Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally. What they do is offer a no-obligation guarantee. If they haven't done their job, you're free to get out of the contract. But don't worry, you won't want to, because Adrienne and Attilio will sit down with you. Establish a price and a deadline to sell your home. If that deadline passes and your home isn't sold, they'll buy your home. Check out this success story. A seller came to Adrienne both skeptical and disappointed with their previous realtor after a year and 3 failed contracts. Well, Team Lally rolled up their sleeves, went right to work, and the home was sold in 6 months. The seller's response? The client felt like the team's only client and thought the process was easy with the team's guidance. So call the only agents willing to earn your business every single day. That's Attilio Leonardi, Adrienne Lally, and her team. That phone number is 633-8633. Again, it's 633-8633. You can also find them online at guaranteedsale.com.
Open Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Welcome back. This is Adrienne.
And this is Attilio.
And you're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or We'll Buy It. If you have any questions, you can call us at 633-8633 or on the web at teamlally.com.
Hey, so speaking of teamlally.com, we're looking for agents here on Maui to come work with us. We're a huge growing team. What else?
So so we are looking for agents that will come on to an awesome team. We're being endorsed currently by Glenn Beck, Sean Hannity, Colin Cowherd, Barbara Corcoran. I think you just heard that commercial in the last break.
We're the only company in our area that offers an ironclad guarantee. We either sell your home or we'll buy it. How's that for standing behind our level of service?
All right, so the ideal person should be decisive, self-motivated, and have a consultative style.
Yeah.
It should be an aggressive, competitive, high performer who is a persuasive, outgoing people person.
People person. People eater people person or purple
Please
people?
do not eat our people.
Purple people person. No. We don't care what your favorite color is. You just got to be able to hustle and be hungry and be motivated. You know, a lot of people have the ingredients for success, but they don't have the recipe.
Yes. So
all right? We have the recipe.
We do, and we have lots of leads.
So speaking of the recipe, yes, lots of qualified leads, more than we can handle. Therefore, we need you. This is a straight commission position. You have no ceiling on your income except for you. We look forward to hearing from you. Go to
jointeamlally.com, and there's a 3-step application. So just make sure you follow those instructions because that is part of the application.
Part of the application process. Step 1 is following instructions. All right. So go to jointeamlally.com. All right.
So
Speaking
I have
of joining.
Yes. So I have some quotes to kind of introduce our guest here.
Yes.
So our quotes from today are about control freaks. So this first one's from Anthony Bourdain. I'm a control freak. If you're going to slap my name on something, I would like to control it.
Control it. Okay.
And then this next one is from Pink. I'm such a control freak, and it's very hard for me to lose my inhibitions without something chemical inside me.
What?
That's from Pink.
What, like turpentine? No, I think
No.
she's thinking about a
There's some
shot
other-
of whiskey or something. Anyway.
And then the last one is from Kevin O'Leary. Steve Jobs had his critics. Some saw him as an egomaniac, and others as a control freak.
I tell you, you know what was the product of the control freak? The iPhone. Because he was like, I read his 700-page biography. He was a big time control freak. Speaking of control freaks, we have Clifford Wright in the studio. Clifford, tell us about, this local style. Everybody, they want to know about your business, but before that, they want to know about you as a person. So tell us about yourself. Are you a local boy? Come from someplace else? What's your origin?
From Oahu originally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was born in Oahu, then Big Island, and pretty much I grew up in Maui.
Oh, wow.
And after high school, I went to the mainland for a little while. But, eventually came home when I had my sons to be next to family.
Okay.
Everyone comes back after a while. You
can't stay away.
No.
Yeah.
There's no place that's better
Yeah.
than Hawaii.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So, and then we always got to ask local people this. What high school you graduate from?
Baldwin, 99.
Baldwin.
Yeah.
All right. Right on. Okay. So tell us about your company.
So what we do is we do primarily home automation, lighting control systems, home theaters, distributed audio, music throughout the home, and we basically, our focus with the company is try to simplify everything for our clients.
Okay.
Other industries or other guys that do what we do have different ways of going about their business. They like to do the flashy things, and they don't focus on the simplicity. And we find that a lot of our clients have had those systems and don't use them ever.
Yes.
So over the years, we've grown to know that they want something simple to use, and if you can deliver that, they love it completely.
So
yeah, I think it's you take the home that's like not too smart.
Yeah.
Not have, and you raise the IQ of the home. You make it a smart home.
Yeah, the home should be smart. You don't have to be smart.
So how did you get into this business of home automation?
Originally, I've been doing this kind of work since I was in high school.
Wow.
My father-in-law started me in the phone business. We did phone lines, and then I graduated to working for Time Warner Cable in the mainland, and then eventually we came back home. And my interest has always been in computers and and the new technologies out, and that coupled with my wiring skills was a perfect suit for the automation business. And we started it in 2004, so we've been running for about 10 years now, and it developed into where we focus now on getting everything to be simple for everyone, and that one thing basically explains what we do. So if
make it simple.
Make it simple. And it comes down to where a lot of times people have several remotes on their table, and they can't use their TV systems. We'll go in there and put in one remote and get it all up and running, so they just hit one button and it does what they need them to do. A lot of times too that some of the homes that we have here are fairly good size. And when they leave the home, they can arm their system, and everything automatically will shut down the shades in the house, the lights in the house, all the TVs in the house, without them having to walk around and do all of that. And that's one form of simplicity that everyone tends to love.
So you help those people that are at the airport going through security, they just got through it. Maui security is the best. And I mean that sarcastically, but because with all of the pat downs I've had, because I had my temporary license. But anyway, and you're one of those people that you just got through security and you barely gonna make your flight, and you're like, I wonder if I left the stove on. Control Freaks, you can help these people.
Yeah. So we've set up many clients with remote access to like your iPhone or Android devices, where they can log in and arm the security system if they forgot to turn on and off the air conditioning, turn off the lights. It really helps too for people who have vacation rentals or second homes down here, because they can log in and make sure that they did turn off all that stuff. What happens a lot of times is other people will come into the homes while they're gone, whether to clean or to visit, and they'll leave on, the air conditioner and leave on lights. And I've seen it on for months at a time, and they come back to thousands of dollars a month in utility bills, and they freak out. Definitely.
So,
that's when they learn.
Does Control Freaks, do you guys service the whole island of Maui, or is there?
We service all of Maui. Yeah, all of Maui and the other islands too.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah. And wherever someone will fly us, we'll go, basically. Some of our clients who have come down here, a lot of our clients are actually from Canada.
Okay.
And some of their homes back there, they like what we did for them so much that they asked if we could help them back at their homes.
In Canada?
Yeah, in Canada.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So
you got to put on your parkas.
Yeah. But
bring your snowboard.
It's good fun, definitely.
Yeah, and I was driving around Scottsdale last Christmas, and Scottsdale, Arizona, and they had some like $9 million open house. So I went in it, and it was totally cool because all those holes in those, especially it was new construction, and they had I think it was an iPad, but that was pretty much the thing that was in the wall that you could take out, and it seemed, that's what the realtor was telling me, is that it controlled everything.
Yeah.
So the interface is very user friendly.
Yeah, very user friendly. It's one interface. Basically, our job is to integrate all the different, the different items in the home.
Yeah.
So your air conditioning, your lighting, your TVs, even from your water heaters, your refrigerators. We bring it into one interface that's easy to use, and it allows you to control and have things automated for you that you would normally have to do. We program it in there to do it for you, so there's no second thoughts to it.
Cool.
And the best thing that you can do is not notice what we do.
Yeah.
Until it's gone. They go back home and they realize that they have to manually do things themselves.
Okay.
They get spoiled being back here.
Yeah.
And everything, they want it back there when they go back home.
Now, people that are just tuning in, we have Clifford Wright. He is the owner of, is it Control Freaks Hawaii?
Control Freaks Hawaii, yeah.
All right. So, and the number that I have for you guys as a work number is 874-8019.
That's correct.
All right. So this is radio. People, they're like, got the pen, but they didn't get it because I said it too quick. So you got to say it a couple times.
And say it slow.
Yeah, 874-8019. That's 874-8019. Or check them out on the internet, Control Freaks. No dots? Is there a dot? No dots.
No
ControlFreaksHawaii.com. And I'm sure You guys have an awesome website because you guys are control freaks.
Yeah,
No.
And you're into technology.
Yeah.
You
Oh, yeah,
kind of just
definitely.
grew up in that.
We always post some of our new installations, so you can see what we've done, taking out old systems, upgraded to new ones, and you can kind of keep up with what we're doing, and then comment along with us on our site.
So you take the people that have that, like, they got that console TV that comes out of the ground with the shag carpet on the top of it,
Yeah.
and you convert that into some kind of like HD projecting TV that with the drop down screen or something that.
Yeah, exactly. We do full home theaters as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, we'll got an entire room and do multi-tiered staging.
Okay.
We'll design and engineer the entire room, acoustical treatments, you name it. We take care of it.
I must have given you. I should have prefaced you because you're a young guy and you probably don't even know what a console TV is. That's back old school. It sits on the ground. And it's big, it's huge, like a desk.
I do. We still take them out. That's why
they're
still out there. Yeah,
still going.
Yeah, I'm amazed when I run into them, and they still work. Some of them too.
Yeah.
So what's the most unique home automation that you've done here on Maui?
The unique home automation. I've done it for one person who really had. He had guests come to his home constantly.
Yeah.
And he just, he would spend hours every time someone came to his home, and he's letting them use their home.
Yeah.
And he said, he would spend hours trying to get them to turn on, the AC or get the water heater working, and he'd get so frustrated. So eventually we went in there one time, and we went and we set up his water heater, his security system, his lights, his, AV, everything. And then we put it all into one button. So
Okay.
when they came to his house, all he would do is log in and hit, vacation mode off.
Okay.
And it would set up the entire house how it should be done. So they never had to touch anything. And then when they leave, he does the opposite, vacation mode on, and everything sets itself to vacation mode. And, he has no stress anymore, and completely worth it.
You guys like turn the house into like one of them high-end Lexus. I know like Lexus, I don't own one, but I heard that they have different settings for different drivers. So you can have like 3 different where the seat moves and
Yeah.
the air conditioning is set a different way. So you're doing that for the house, right? He probably, you could probably give them 3 different default settings for everything in the home for the different people.
We can
But you
even
just gave the one button, that was so
One
easy.
button.
one button.
The
yeah.
easy button.
Yeah, we don't get too fancy. That's the mistake that some people make, is getting
Yeah.
a little too fancy with this stuff. You want it to be what's easy to understand for the clients that are going to be using it, and that might mean something different per person. I had one person who was who we gave, and you had just 2 button presses to get wherever you wanted to,
Yeah.
and that was too complex for him.
Too many buttons.
Too
It's
many buttons. So
One
I
too
gave
many.
him one giant button that did the one thing he always wanted to do, and he was completely happy. But one of the other things too is that I like is we had a client who whose mother had a heart attack, and she lived by herself down here, and she kind of lost a little bit of her mental capacity.
Yep.
So they wanted to Skype with her because they couldn't move down here, and she had real trouble using her system. Couldn't get things on to Skype. Older people in technology
Yep.
don't mix very well sometimes. And we went in there and we set it up, same thing, where she could hit a button and it would turn it on so she could Skype and see her family. And she called us a few months later and let us know that was really, really helpful for them.
Yeah.
The daughter said that was really nice, so that she could be able to see her mom, because explaining to her mom how to do all that stuff over the phone was just really tough.
Forget it already.
Yeah.
Give them the one button.
So it
Yeah.
sounds like you do a lot more than just the home automation.
Yeah.
But that's like probably what most of the business is with the home automation, but you just really customize.
Yeah, it's really
the plan.
everything, everything dealing with technology for the home is what we
Yeah.
deal with, from computers to wireless networking. We start from the ground up. We actually take it and design all of it from scratch, and we visually represent it with schematics, and then we go in and wire it all up. And so they have a record, and we also do a user guide for them when we're done. We don't just leave them with the remote and say, here you go. There's actually the user guide for guests, or if they're not there for 6 months at a time or something like that, they can come back and know how to use it.
No, I'm thinking about what you do, and if as a general contractor, I'm going to be surprised if there are many general contractors that is going to even remotely have any depth of knowledge that you have with this. So if somebody's listening right now, they're thinking about building a brand new state-of-the-art home, or even just a home that they should incorporate you in the design process.
Definitely, it's now becoming commonplace, like your plumbers and electricians, to have a low voltage guy, which is what we're considered, in the mix. And you know, the builders these days are now catching on that they need to allot time for us in there, and we have become a larger facet. It's become something that's necessary in the homes these days. It's no longer really an option to do it. It's commonplace. And most of them are picking up on that fact.
So one day you're gonna be like that guy on, what is that, HAL 2000? Hal, turn on the lights. When you just come on, just voice. Did you do any voice automated kind? Voice recognition?
We're testing some. I don't know if it's quite ready for clients, but I've done testing of the voice commands in my house, and it actually works pretty well. My boys got to be able to use it, and they liked it. I turned it off one day and they were kind of wondering where it was. We also do we can also tie into your phones. You know how you said the personalization per person when they come home? Well, it can track your phone, and when you come near the house, it can set your TV to the station you want, turn the lights on how you want, set the thermostat to how you want. So you don't even need to you don't need to push a button even. You just need to be near the vicinity of your home for it to activate like that.
So you've been in business since 2004.
Yeah.
And how many people are on your staff or part of your company?
We have 7 people on our staff.
Wow.
My operations manager, a few technicians, our office staff, inventory, accounting, and whatnot. And we generally run a larger staff than most of our the other companies that are like us on island. Simply because we are control freaks, so everything has to be particular. We don't like anything to get out of bounds, and so in order for you to be able to accomplish that, you need dedicated staff per section. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about it, your job's got to be pretty challenging because you got to know stuff about software, you got to know stuff about internet, you got to know stuff about appliances, heating and cooling systems.
It changes, our industry changes every 3 to 6 months. It's not like some of the other trades where after a few years you learn everything and there's little changes. It's every 3 to 6 months, and there's, maybe every couple of years there's large changes in the industry. So you're always learning. We always fly up to the CDS show that's in either Vegas or Colorado at times to do constant training, look at new products, play with the new toys. This is also a good excuse for me to be able to play with all the new toys that I want to. I get to buy all of them, and my wife has to let me because
it's a write-off.
Yeah, it's a write-off, and I need to test. I need to make sure.
Now, is it hard finding people that really understand how this technology works, much like yourself, or is there?
Yeah, as far as
for your staff.
For your staff, yeah.
It has been fairly difficult to find people that really know what they're doing, but
unless you only have 16-year-olds working for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Who have iPhones and Droids.
Yeah.
They're just texting each other. They don't even talk. They just text to each other. I need you to go to the bedroom and wire the blah blah blah.
There's usually 2 sides of the coin with finding people to work with me. There's the wire guys who know all about wire but don't like the technology side of things, and then the technology guys who don't know wiring or don't like to wire. So finding that perfect person in the middle is the holy grail, and I've been grateful to be able to find a few guys that are able to do that.
Well, I mean, they might have to work with an iPad and do some programming, and then they might have to crawl up in an attic space, right? Run some wire.
Yeah.
Where it's all like 120 degrees.
Yeah.
In the middle of the day.
And some IT guys do not want to do that at all.
Whoa! I gotta get a pedicure later on today. I can't be up there. No. Okay. So you need that technology guy that's also got the tool belt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's been hard to find, but we found them luckily on the island. Just had to know what we were looking for.
Well, that's good. Is there anything that we did not touch on with you today that you wanted to share with our listeners?
One more thing: the home automation and going green, because that's been a big initiative lately. Yeah. So some of the products we've been doing and the methods in which we do our home automation actually count towards LEED points, which are good for builders.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with
the LEED system.
The LEED system. Yeah. So some of the products we do automatically have points, and then some of the methods in which we enact the systems actually count towards LEED points. So that's another really good thing for builders trying to go for a LEED certification for their home, to consider is that the home automation aspect of it is, counts towards being green.
Now, I've heard of that, and I know it's really big in the commercial industry. And are you, when you're referencing that, you're talking about the residential?
Yeah, residential or commercial. We do both residential and commercial. But in the residential setting, for example, one of the things would be we can set all of the light switches in there. Normally, a light switch when you turn it on is at 100% electricity, and we can run it at 80%, but perceived light is actually still 100% because your eyes adjust to the light. And so that saves you 20% on the electricity without you noticing anything right off the bat.
Gotcha.
That coupled with scheduling for, thermostats, and when you leave a house, you arm your system and the house shuts down versus you leaving things on because you just don't want to walk around and turn things off. All of those things kind of help with energy conservation.
And it helps with family relations, because if you're the major breadwinner in the home, you don't have to be walking around anymore going, "Hey, boy, shut the light off." When you get one job and pay the electric bill, you can leave the lights on all day.
Yeah. I turn the lights off for the kids where they're taking a shower if they take too long. Get them
cut
out
the
of
hot water.
Yeah.
I did this to our teenagers the other day. They didn't want to come down, so I unplugged the modem.
Oh yeah,
the wireless modem.
Oh, that'll do it every time.
Boom! He was Dad, they came down right away. So for some reason, when I disconnected internet service in the house,
they'll do that. Internet's becoming more vital than cable, like TV these days.
I know,
for everyone.
Especially, you watch Netflix. They're coming up with original content and stuff.
It's good for kids. I use when my kids come home from school, we have an electronic door lock, and they unlock the door with a code that we give them. What that does is actually disarms the system, sets the AC, and then sends me a video clip that they came home safely. So, which is good because they're in second, fourth grade, and they're only home for like an hour or two, but we want to know that they came home safely. So that's one really good use for the type of setups that we do.
I think one of the technology things that Adrienne was glad that didn't exist back then was that as a parent you could lock the liquor cabinet when you're away from the home when you have teenagers.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would have done with the home automation growing up.
Does it be like now the kids, they want to be all kolohi, as we say, get all crazy. They got to be like coders, and they got to be able to
crack the code.
They got to hack their own house.
Yeah. And that's the challenge I set for my boys. If they can get out, if they can escape without me knowing because of everything I have set up, then they've earned the right to do so.
All right. So thanks, Clifford Wright from Control Freaks Hawaii, for coming to visit with us today. If you have more questions or you want to have Clifford come out and give you guys an estimate, check out your system, make your lives easier with that one-stop button. What's the phone number, Adrienne?
That is 874-8019. Again, that's 874-8019.
Or check them out on the internet. That's controlfreakshawaii.com. Again, controlfreakshawaii.com.
All right, so we do need to take a short break, but don't go too far. When we come back, we have some coming soon properties.
And other information to change your life forever.
I get a good feeling, yeah.
Do you have a luxury property?
Has your property been off and on the market for months or years?
Tired of those carrying costs while your property just sits?
Well, we have a proven system to get your luxury property sold in the shortest period of time and for the most amount of money.
Oh yeah? What is it?
Supreme-auctions.com.
Wait, did you say Supreme-auctions.com?
Yes, that is what I said. Supreme-auctions.com.
No way. I thought auctions are for people facing foreclosure or for buyers getting a smoking deal, which is bad for the seller either way.
Well, what we're talking about is a proven system, much like an auction you'd see for a high-priced piece of artwork. Last time I checked, a Picasso or a Monet did not sell for discount.
What if I'm a luxury agent with one of these listings that's just sitting?
Well, how about we help you get all your commissions and give you something to talk about with your client, like an innovative solution to getting their property sold.
Okay, so it's supreme-auctions.com. They have a 94% success rate and an innovative approach to getting high-end luxury property sold. Got it?
Yes, supreme-auctions.com. What have you got to lose? Check out supreme-auctions.com. That's SUPREME-auctions with an S.com, or call us at 799-9596. That's 799-9596.
Welcome to the Maui Mortgage Minute, brought to you by Ginny Madsen of the Maui Mortgage Team. Online at mauimortgageteam.com.
Aloha! Today's topic is about shopping. If you have recently considered refinancing your mortgage or buying a home, you've probably asked yourself, should I talk to my bank or a mortgage broker? The answer I give is easy. Paradise can be expensive. A bank only offers their own mortgage products. A mortgage broker, on the other hand, shops for your mortgage amongst all the banks, trust companies, and credit unions to find you the best deal. Contact the Maui Mortgage Team today and ask how we can start shopping for your mortgage.
The Maui Mortgage Minute is brought to you by the Maui Mortgage Team, Hawaii's mortgage professionals. Visit MauiMortgageTeam.com for all of your mortgage needs. Again, that's www.MauiMortgageTeam.com. NMLS 1078414. Member of Pacific Home Loans.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. To sell your home on time for the most money, you need a sharp agent with a marketing strategy that creates the most demand. Bottom line, you need a partner willing to put their own money on the line for you. In Hawaii, I would hire Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi. Their marketing strategy is so effective that if your home doesn't sell on terms you agree to, Team Lally will buy it. Partner with the team I trust. Go online or call and get your home sold.
When you're trying to find the best of the best, don't settle for an agent that's just like the rest. Pick a team that knows just what to do. From buying or selling, we work hard for you. Team Lally, the best real estate in the islands. 227-2703.
Well, if you're like I am, problems do come to mind before opportunities when thinking about real estate, and I have a unique proposition for you. It's from Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally. What they do is offer a no-obligation guarantee. If they haven't done their job, you're free to get out of the contract. But don't worry, you won't want to, because Adrienne and Attilio are going to sit down with you, establish a price and a deadline to sell your home. If that deadline passes and your home isn't sold, they'll buy your home. Check out the success story. Team Lally listed a home. Their client had lost his job and needed to relocate quickly to take another opportunity. Well, within 24 hours, the team had a full price offer and the home sold by pricing the home correctly and providing good market exposure. And the client didn't even have to dip into a savings. So call the only agents willing to earn your business every single day. Attilio Leonardi, Adrienne Lally, and her team. And that number is 633-8633. That's 633-8633. And also online at guaranteedsale.com.
Hit me.
Welcome back. This is Adrienne.
And this is Attilio.
And you're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any real estate questions, just give us a call at 633-8633 or on the web at teamlally.com, and that's Lally.
All right, so we're bringing Brandon on, or?
Yes, we have Brandon Force, our...
Maui Sada on the street.
Are you there, Brandon?
I'm there. I feel like I should be like, I'm on the moon. This is my first steps.
All right.
All right. So what are you going to share with us today about Maui real estate?
Well, it's just a couple, I guess, exciting things. Our listings, we have a couple that I want to talk about. The first one is 10 Helilihi Bay there in Kihei. It's in the Kanoi project. It's a 3-bedroom plus the loft, and it has 2 bathrooms. Mm-hmm. The reason why I bring it up is it just went through a $20,000 price reduction.
Oh, wow. That was, that's pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
Definitely. So ultimately, like I said, if anyone's ever wanted to live in Kihei, it's definitely getting a little bit more affordable for them on that standpoint. Mm-hmm. And it's a great unit in that complex. It's easily the most updated. It has, granite tops, everything. So definitely worth a check out before you go on to your Christmas holiday thing.
All right. So big price adjustment there. And then we have some coming soon or some brand new listings that you want to share with us?
Absolutely. Well, I don't know if you guys talked about it earlier, but of course we do have a property in Hana that's going to be coming soon. Mm-hmm. That has over 24 acres, 2 different structures. What did we say today? It was
five bedrooms and 3 baths.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then the other one is a 2-1. Mm-hmm. So 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. So that's definitely going to have some potential there. And, of course, as we've talked about in previous shows, it's going to have some potential tax-saving help with the fact that it is zoned agricultural.
And it has the pahole farm.
Pahole.
Yes.
Not peyote, it's pahole. And what it is, it's a native Hawaiian fern that is used by a lot of the local high-end resorts and or restaurants and the local health food stores. It's considered a fern, but if you look at it, the leaves stay real close to the stalk, so it looks like asparagus.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's what's interesting about this property. I think, is it 10 acres?
Well, this property has lots of interesting things about it. It's completely off the grid.
Off the grid.
Well.
It's got a battery farm. It has farms, batteries that have little kicky batteries. No. It's it's a battery backup farm. It's got a main generator that you'd see on a movie studio set that's super quiet. Plus, that generator has a backup generator, and it has a water catchment system
and its own cell tower.
If you're into like surviving the next zombie apocalypse, this would be the property that you'd want to be on.
Or if you're like totally green.
Or if you're totally green.
And into saving the environment.
Totally green, zombie apocalypse, this is the property.
Yes.
Or both.
So it's a coming soon property, so you can give Brandon a call if you want to get a sneak peek on that one.
All right.
At 633-8633.
All right. And Brandon, what else?
In addition to that, we have a couple different. So we have a condo in South Point there, and also in Kihei. That's going to be coming up January 1st.
Uh-huh.
That's going to be a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo. And I can't give away the price just yet, but it's going to be for what is the whole entire condo. It's been put granite involved, every little options. I mean, I think when I was talking to the seller, they had mentioned that they were. If there was gold-plated toilet seats, they would have put it in, but everything else has been totally updated in the nicest form that it could be. So that'll come in January, early January.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what, you want the inside track with Brandon on that, you give him a call off air at 633-8633. But continue, Brandon.
Yep, and then, of course, Attilio, you were on the phone for the last one. I've reached out and talked to that seller, and he's kind of interested. He's kind of getting to the point where it makes sense, and so he's going to put that property, and that's going to be in Kihei. Actually, ironically, it's within about a block and a half away from where the condo will come out.
Yep.
And that one is a income-producing property.
Mm-hmm.
And so that look for that coming up in January as well.
That's and it's not too far off the beach, right, in Kihei?
Correct. That's probably, you could easily walk, but if you were to drive, it would take you probably a minute and a half.
Yeah, and it's pretty. It's property that's been in the family a long time, so not something that normally comes up for sale. But he has some other opportunity costs with the money, so he wanted to put it on the market.
Yep. All right, so we have about a minute left, Brandon. Is there any other properties or anything about Maui real estate you want to share with our listeners?
Absolutely. Well, deal of the day, if you want to touch on that real quick, it's also in Kihei. It's in the Garden Estate Gardens, Unit D204, and it's currently priced at $329,000. The reason why I bring it up is it not only allows short-term vacation rentals, but it also allows pets.
Oh, nice.
Right on.
So for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath with over 700 square feet, can't go wrong.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, thanks, Brandon.
And then, if you want to go visit Brandon, he's going to be in Lahaina on Front Street this weekend. Open house from 2 to 5.
All right. Thanks, Brandon. We'll see you in a little bit.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
Denise Kaihu with Hawaii Escrow and Title.
Mike Davies and Jenny Madsen with Maui Mortgage Team.
If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, just go to teamlally.com.
We also want to give a big thank you to Gary, our producer here in the studio. And make sure to tune in next week. We're going to have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life forever.
This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed
sold program. If we can't sell your home at the agreed upon price and or time frame, we'll have it bought for cash.
Thanks and aloha.